Alright, so one of my new subscribers, Nicole, hit me with a question, kind of, I think, and hopefully I get the question kind of right, or the answer that she wanted kind of right. She was talking about Africa a little bit in the question, and was wondering about kind of a real world events type of thing that may or may not happen. I am on my way home from North Side Surplus. If you watched that last video I did, military surplus store. But in my opinion, the world itself is a very fragile place. It is very fragile, and there's a lot of moving pieces that go along in the world. You got over 100 different countries in the world that trying to get along with each other. Some of the countries may not like each other for different reasons. We got over 7 billion people in this world. It's a whole lot of things that could go wrong, and a whole lot of things that do go wrong each day. So, and that's just the human interaction, the human the human factor in the whole thing. That doesn't even include the things that they can't control, like the weather. The things that they can't control, like atmospheric changes that may happen. Grand solar minimum, which is hitting a lot of different thoughts, I guess. Different topics have come up about the grand solar minimum. That it's one of those things that they don't know when it's really going to happen. From my understanding, they really don't know what's going to happen until after it happens. As I said, going back to the human factor, 7 billion people to feed and water and make sure they have clean drinking water. It's a world, talking about the real world issue that may or may not come up. I can't say it. Oh shoot, about to miss my exit here. Alright, that's what I get for talking to y'all. It's a whole lot of things that go wrong every day. And I think I'm set up for most things that could happen. I try not to hit the topic I don't know, different really dark topics about the Armageddon. I really don't like talking about that on my channel. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. But I go to work and I have to deal with a whole bunch of bad things all the time, and I try not to look at those things when I talk about on my channel. Anyways, I try not to look at those things and talk about those things. But is it possible for a world war event? Yes it is. It is possible for a solar flare, for example, would decimate the United States, would decimate the world. The financial institutions would probably just go out of business, because they wouldn't know who has what money and how much they owe them, or what money is owed to them. And all that, they would have to have a paper trail, and unless you could prove, all the things that all the different payments that you made on your house, or so on and so forth. How much money was deposited from the exact dollars and cents of how much money was deposited into your account by your employer? Because my employer is a direct 100% direct deposit. Everybody has to have direct deposit. And that's the way the employers are going nowadays. Everybody's doing that. And not really going to talk about, well, I try not to, I try not to do that, or I only pay cash, or I like paying cash too, but so we're getting off topic here. Is it possible for real world events to happen? Yes. Yes, I think it is possible. But I try not to concentrate on that. I try not to focus on that type of stuff. And I do what I can, for myself, for my family, for my community, my local community. I can only do so much. Because I am one individual. Can one person change the world? Yes, I think one person can change the world. But is it probable that one person change the world? Probably not. Probably not. But do I think I can change my community? Yes, I think I can change my community, even if it's just a little bit. And I do. I pretty much do that every day, 5 days a week, anyways. I even if it's just talking to somebody a little bit, spending time talking to somebody about different things, about life. So, Nicole, to answer your question, I think yes, it is possible for real world events to happen, but I think right now, I think as a person, as I'm guessing you're a wife or a mother possibly, or maybe in one of these days eventually, I think you need to worry about yourself and your family, and concentrate on that, and concentrate and just loving your family, loving on your family, because you can't stop something to happen if it's going to happen. I can't stop, something that's going to happen if it happens. So, hopefully that wasn't too long a rant, 7 minutes. So this is where I'm pretty much cut it here. I'm gonna name this probably Nicole's video, and real world events. Thanks for watching.